Welcome back to the channel. Team reveal and league code. So anyone who wants to join my league, there's 16 spots still. It's just a 20-person league. The code is here on the screen, 280921. 280921. First in, best dressed. It's just like for fun. It's for fun for playing against people who watch the videos, and then you can roast me about the team I've put in. All right, so I think I've gone unconventionally to what a lot of people are doing this year. I actually didn't even have Tedesco in. I had a totally different strategy, but after watching the Dolphins get destroyed by the Titans, now I can see why having Roosters players against the Dolphins round one is going to get a lot of points. So I've gone Tedesco, and I've got Nate Butcher in. Brandon Smith was in already. So started hookers. Brandon Smith, Tanner Boyd. Good cheapies. I can see where people would want to go Harry Grant. Honestly, Melbourne looked a bit clunky, and seeing they've lost a lot of their players, experienced players, they just looked a bit clunky. The teams that I've picked players from are teams that haven't lost a lot of experience. Even Penrith looked a little bit clunky. So Broncos, Cowboys, Souths, Cronulla, or players that have gone to a team who I think are going to go really good. So we've got Brandon Smith going to the Roosters. Yep. Tanner Boyd picking up that halfback spot, feeding for feeder, kicking goals. The Titans look a better side with Kieran Foran in there. Gone Payne Haas. I did have Papali'i, but I needed to get money to get Tedesco, so I've gone Ruben Cotter. Both the Broncos and the Cowboys don't have buys for the first. I can't tell you how many weeks, but a lot of weeks. Maybe up until round 12. Stefano Ukamanu looked pretty solid in his games. And Fafita from Manly, if he gets his bench spot, he'll be a slow cash cow. Second row, Cameron Murray. The Bunnies just looked really good. I know it was against the Dragons, but Damien Cook, Murray, Cody Walker, they all looked really good. I actually did, before I had Tedesco in, I had Damien Cook and Brandon Smith. I had Tanner Boyd in my halfback spot. We'll talk about that in a second. So yeah, I had Damien Cook over Harry Grant. I think he's a great option. Low ownership, but yeah, I can see why people would be going Harry Grant. Nate Butcher against the Dolphins. He has the potential to score 3 tries. He could get a massive score in this first round, so that's why I've gone Nate Butcher. Hopgood, it's a no-brainer. He's starting at lock. He's a workhorse. Teague Wilton on that left edge. Great hits, runs great lines. If you've watched the last couple of seasons when he has had 80 minutes, he is a gun player. So Jackson Ford, he played on the left edge in the trial yesterday. Was it yesterday or Saturday? I've only got him there because I'm hoping that he gets a start in Teams List Tuesday. I would have thought Mitch Barnett would have been on that edge, or even Josh Curran, but Barnett played in the middle. Tohu Harris was at lock, and they rotated around. Niokora was on the right edge, but he didn't play 80 minutes. I think they took him off and put Curran on. So Jackson Ford, if he can snaffle that left edge, 280. So that's just a wait and see for Teams List Tuesday. Ray Stone at the Dolphins. Look, he's just someone I got in. There's not many people. Well, he was the last person I could get in. I had 280. I could have gone Ben Travojevic, but Ray Stone looked all right. I think I've already got too many Manly players as it is. Yeah, I do. That's why I didn't go Ben Travojevic. Okay, halfbacks. I didn't go Nico. Initially, I had Cleary to save a bit of cash. But after watching the Panthers up against St. Helens, who are a good side, the Panthers just looked a bit clunky. without Coruscant and Kickout, and obviously Dylan Edwards wasn't at the back. They just look really clunky. So Hines has looked great. Cronulla have pretty much the same team as last year. They just lost 2 forwards, but they've got forwards to plug those holes. So Nico Hines for me. And I think his ownership is way down compared to Cleary. It doesn't say it there. Yeah, I think Cleary's up at like 52% and Nico's down at 16 or something like that. Yeah, I'll do a quick check here. Ownership for Nico 27%, Cleary 53. So then I've gone Sam Walker just because they're playing the Dolphins and they're playing someone easy after that as well. Maybe Warriors or Warriors, and then the Rabbits, which is always a good match. Then the bye. I might sell him on, see how he goes, if he's made money or not. So that's when I could upgrade to Cleary after round 4. Adam Dewey at the Tigers. Look, the Tigers have made a lot of recruitment, but the recruits they made are filling spots and they're going to make the team a better team. So Api Coruscant for one is going to give so much more time to Dewey. The forwards they have, so Dewey kicking goals, yep, he's in for me. Schuster at 5'8", in. Okay, Selwyn Cobbo in the wing. In the Indigenous game, scored a hat-trick, played at fullback for the Broncos in the trial on the weekend, made a couple of mistakes, but he just has the potential. He's got that high ceiling, so he's in for me. I could have gone Brian Tito with spreading my money around and getting him instead, but the Panthers have that bye in round 4. Cobbo's not going to have a bye until Origin, so that's why I've got him in. Dom Young, very same thing. I could have spread the money around, got Brian Teo, but Dom Young, easy draw to start the season off. Doesn't play Origin. I think the Knights actually play round 13, so I think his first bye might be round 7 or 8, and then so he's going to be in my team for that Origin bye. Isaac Thompson hopefully gets that right wing spot over Tano Milne at the Rabbitohs. If he doesn't, I'll just switch him over to the bench and bring someone else in. Will Warbrick looked amazing in the trials. His ownership is only going to go up. I'm sure he's going to get that right wing spot. He's a monster. He's a big dude. He's a really good player. He's in the team for sure, 100%. Paul Alamonte, everyone's going to have him. He played okay on that left centre. Jack Bostock. Okay, so there's 2 players at the Dolphins who are gunning for that spot, that right wing. One's Bostock and the other one's that dude with the hyphenated name. I can't even remember what it is. I can't say it. Let's see. It starts with a V, doesn't it? V. A, B, C, D, F, G. Oh, man. No, I don't know what his name is. All right. But everyone, you know, Valari Tamar, I don't even know how to say his name without looking at it. But he's a big 120 kilo winger. So they're totally different builds of wingers. Jack Bostock, it's actually more like Will Warbrick, tall, lanky, and strong, I guess, where the other dude is just like Conrad Hurrell. But I reckon Bostock could be a good chance to get that right wing spot. And the other dude everyone's going to have in is Khan, that for the Titans. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of those people are probably going to be in everyone's side, maybe 5. Teague Wilton, I would think, is in everyone's. Jackson Ford, if he gets named, is going to be in. Okay, fullbacks. This has been the hardest position to nail down. I've had Drinkwater in. I've had Lockie Miller in. I even had Kalen Ponga up until watching him play He was just absolutely woeful. So no chance of being in my team, Kalaponga, sorry. And yeah, like I said before, the reason I've got Tedesco in is because they're playing the Dolphins, and I can see the Roosters getting a big score against the Dolphins. And then Tommy Turbo. If he's not in everyone's team, you're making a mistake straight off the bat. If you've seen Latrell Mitchell come back from his hamstring rehab from America last year, a totally different player, explosive, hasn't had any hamstring niggles since then. I'm hoping the same as for Tommy Turbo. So that is the team. Let me know what you think. Haven't gone Grant, haven't gone Cleary, gone Walker for the Dolphins, haven't gone for Fifita. That's where I dropped a bit of cash. 100 grand going down from Fifita to Butcher, and the money going down for Walker enabled me to get to Tedesco and Cobbo and Young. Look, I just didn't want to have the hammer and Clockstad and just having all cheap wing centers. Also, I didn't want to have all cheap mid-price second rowers. Like, I could have had Wilton, Nakora, Egan, Butcher. There we go. And then that's all mid-price second row. Same thing. I didn't want to go Daniel Saifidi and someone else, Royce Hunt, like mid-price front rowers. So all in all, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wilton starts 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 players that I'm happy to keep for the rest of the year and just build money off the others. All right, so that is it. I'm not going to do another team reveal. I'll do a teams list Tuesday in 2 weeks' time when it comes out. But I'm going to keep my team that I do. This is the last posting I'm going to do, because you can't be giving everyone tips and hints and stuff. But there's that many tips and hints out there. But everyone's team that I've looked at is different. So everyone's got a different plan. People are running Burton, Dewey, Hines, Cleary. That's taken up a lot of cash in the halves. They're running low front rows. 2 gun fullbacks. Initially, I did have Latrell and Tedesco. They're just balancing around the cash and team quality is the big thing, especially with buy rounds this year. And that's what I've tried to work on. Players that are going to play through those first 8 rounds without having buys to get points. All right. Well, leave a comment down below. Good luck. The trials have been really good. If you haven't been able to watch them, it's been really good to watch the last 2 weeks. And I will see you in 2 weeks on Monday time for Teams List Tuesday.